Okay, I'm set. Howdy, Xavier, good to see ya. It's all fixed. It's all fixed. You had to restart Steam and everything else, but the stuff with the overlay has been fixed. Please, Steam, make it so this stuff doesn't have to be restarted when you decide you're adding a new feature. So awful. Just so awful. But hey, it's all working out now, so... Also, this door. I can't believe I missed this door. I feel so betrayed. Why do I have such a bad problem just not looking around in my peripheral vision? Anyway, let's go see Rachel now. Replaying Elden Ring again? Oh wow, that's a shocker, Xavier. What is this, your 5th playthrough now? Tell me something I don't know, why don't you? Oh! Oh, no. It's most likely my 9. Yeah, that's what I figured. It's gonna be a pretty high number. Though I'm surprised it's not double digits at this point. Just off the top of your head? Yeah, then you know maybe it has hit double digits. Here we go. We going here. Oh god. Oh. I'm not gonna like this. Alright, where's Rachel? Rachel? Don't tell me she's died on this playthrough. I don't remember killing her. Or is she like one of those that only sometimes spawns? Doing a hero Dex dual wielding build? Wait, dual wielding with Dex on a hero class? You don't mean the champion background, do you? You mean are you talking about something else? Because I could have swore that champion was a strength build, wasn't it? Maybe I have to open the door. No, I think I just killed it. Oh, my bad, the warrior. Ah, okay, that makes sense now. Yeah, I can get why that can get, like, mixed up, right? Because you think the... Oh. Hello? Names for those two get mixed up in my head for whatever reason. Well, as I was trying to say before I got distracted by these guys, I can understand because when you think warrior, you usually think a strength build. You don't think a dex build. Like if it was called a nomad or a traveler or a wanderer, like in Dark Souls, right? Then it would make sense in the brain, you know. When you hear warrior, you think that's the strength build, not the champion / hero, you know. Oh no. Even the lore of the class is a nomad? Yeah, exactly my point, right? Like, when you hear something like that where you're like, oh, you know, they're traveling around, you're like, yeah, I can imagine that being a dex, like a wanderer class, right? That's essentially what it is, right? The warrior is the wanderer class in past games, right? You know, just got more of a slightly more, you know, tribalistic, nomadic culture to it, rather than just some dude that decided he wanted to, you know, I guess, be a cosmopolitan wonder seeker, you know? So Rachel didn't appear. I'm gonna try one more time, see if it's just RNG or something, like with the Forlorn. I don't remember killing her, though. Which sounds even worse when I think about it. I don't remember killing her. there's iron on both sides of this place. Of course the iron on this side is low poly, because you never have to look over here. That's supposed to be iron? Yeah, that's iron. Cause I realized it when I was figuring out where the iron passage was related to everything else, and I realized, oh, iron passage is in one of these giant, well, gray things. So these gray towers are all iron, which makes you wonder how the hell did nobody before Alon randomly waltzing through this vicinity of Iron King. Like, Iron Keep has to be, you know, somewhere, at least off to the horizon here, right? How did nobody find this before? These giant towering pillars of iron. And do anything with them, but, you know. Who am I to judge the wisdom of my predecessors, you know? Clearly, just back then in olden times, they just didn't look for their prized military resources that hard on relatively flat land. Need some rust to be up. Probably right. I think Rachel did die. She's not showing up. That's gonna suck, because it means I'm gonna have to come back here with another character and try to get a shot with her. Looks more like Ivory to me. Ah, so this is where the Ivory King got all of his metal. It wasn't actually in his domain like the lore says. It was actually in Iron King's domain. Sasuga Xavier. Like the rock piles and mountaintops of the giants, obviously iron ore. Yeah, well, this was their idea. These giant pillars of iron. This disappoints me, though. Yeah, let's try to get this without the ugly, you know, 2D. If that'll work. No! What'd you do? Why'd you screw up my angle? Fine. We'll try one of those shots with those stupid 2D chains. There we go. I've been wondering if the whispers of a DS3 remaster were actually just misinterpreted info about Night Rain. It could be. That's possible. But then the question would be, why not mention DS2 and DS1 then? Because we also have bosses from that. Now, granted, it could be like you're saying, they just saw a shot of the nameless king from the trailer, like they got a screenshot of that or something without context, and so they thought it was some sort of, you know, without any context of anything else, you know, they didn't really pay attention to the arena and notice how it's obviously Elden Ring assets, and were like, oh, maybe it's just a Dark Souls 3 remaster. I can totally see that. I think that's believable. Sure. Well, this ruins my plans here. We don't see the sun in Iron Keep, do we? Also, we don't know if this is a rising or setting sun, so that wouldn't help either. But yeah, see that down there, Xavier? Right under there, that's where Iron Passage is. It's that little tower right there. So that's where we explore Iron Passage. And then you have the taller pillar on the other side. Then you got, obviously, pillars there. Obviously the one underneath us here. The one there, right? Ah, yeah. So that's where we explore. It's also where we actually have a door to Iron Passage. Isn't that super dark room with one of the Nidalee idols? That one that's like, you know, super in shadow and all that stuff, and that was super annoying to get through. That big door there, I realized, that's also leads straight into Iron Passage. So, again, looks like, at first I thought might have been, the idea was a main entrance, but that's how I discovered this. I was like, no, that can't be a main entrance. That's where this giant block is. I'm like, oh, that's Iron. That's where Iron Passage is. So this seems to have been more so the main entrance, you know? Now, granted, how the hell was anyone supposed to get up here? God knows how. Doesn't make much sense to me, Chief. The game would have done well to have, like, I don't know, like something, like a collapsing, like a road or whatever. You know, something to help make you feel like this was a well-traveled area. But they clearly just saw the tower set piece and, like, wanted to create some surrounding areas to explore, and then they didn't care after that. It was like, okay, this is all just horizon. Vague horizon. Which is unfortunate. Yeah, this stream might end up being really short if I can't think of too much else to add on, you know? Why do I see you ladies already? Like, I'm all the way over here on the other side, like... I took some shots there. Oh! How the hell did that kill me? Well, it did. I must have done a few too many drops that I wasn't paying attention to. But oh well, we know it's a Loki stream now. Smallest Loki moment? Alright, this time. I probably had like 0 HP after dropping down here or something. You know, kind of get a nice shot of this without the... without any dark lighting. So yeah, now it gets darker in here. May as well return. Now, they only have one volcano on the map, but they have two in the background here, which I always find funny. Makes you wonder how that thing got so burned under the armpits and stuff, you know? There we go. Is that steel wiring? Could that even exist at that time? I guess the idea would be the lost technology of the Iron King's days, you know? I guess that'd be the idea. Oh. I suppose I should have seen that one coming, you know? Ow. go. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Always good to see you. Yes. Hey, look at that portly texture work on the very first part of the area. Yay! Woo! Tearful penguin, is that a good sign or a bad sign, Andy? Oh! Beautiful. Well, I'm gonna take that as a positive sign. Oh, is that an item over there I see? Is that what that glow is? God, this entire castle looks so scuffed the more you look at it from the top. It's like, God, this area just looks... Ugh. There we go. I didn't even realize that had a tear. Yeah, that was my concern. I was like, it's a nice wave, but you got the weird little tear. Is that like a happy tear, a sad tear? Like, how am I supposed to interpret this? What does it mean? All right. Ah, you know what? That would explain some of the burning. Ah! Whoops. I was not looking! I was not looking! Woo! Well. So it's an artistic way to show body hair. Just burn a bit of that iron, you know? Just get it really charcoaly. Give you a hairy bull. Oh! Whoop. I forgot that you're back from the dead. Probably want more shots of ironclad soldiers, though. I can't remember. Does the bull spout flames at all when he's turned on? No. It looks like he should with the way the mouth is jointed to open, you know? Maybe that was an idea they had and they just never went through with it. Oh, let's see. Alright, so... There we go. I think I did about as much as I can do with the bull. Actually, does the bull disappear when you... I don't remember this bull being... I don't remember this bull being, in Belfry Soul, so I think they don't make it appear proper. Well, let's try this. I want to look at this. Also, forgive me if I cough a lot today, chat. I don't know why, but something tickled my uvula or whatever it was, and I have been having a weird coughing fit today. I don't know what it is, but something just hit my gag reflex, and I just haven't been able to stop it. No, they still have the bowl here. It does, in fact, exist. It's not just a figment of my imagination. I don't want to get rid of this, so... Woo! Wait. 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 Why is there a fog wall there? If I've already looted the items. Huh? Woo! Yeah, this ain't making much sense to me, Chief. Alright, I think I have an idea now. We'll take this, because I don't think it's going to matter. Ah! Never mind! It matters a lot! The lore's in your head yet. For sure. I think that was proof positive of that. Wait. Nah, never mind. We're gonna go through the whole thing. Thank goodness little people can't climb up ladders, you know? We all know that they're incapable of that. Only us big folk can do that. Yeah, wow, it does come back. I guess I have to, Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I'm not seeing anything I want to grab here. Ableist ladders. Woo! Woo! Oh yes, I forgot about the invader. By now we can fix that. We just have to go through here twice, that's all. I love how that guy climbed a ladder. That guy actually just climbed a ladder to come up to me when I was already gone. I actually find that funny. Ah! Alright, that was just stupid of me. The other option is for me to probably ring the bell, and that'll make it stop being, you know, happening. Woo! Oh god, of course. Ah! I love when my games don't allow me to actually get through enemies, that they can just block your path. Is that what's to happen when you put strong force against another human, quote-unquote human body? Puppet body. Alright, we're gonna try ringing the bell again, and then we will die. Lightning Thunder Quartz, +1. And you have that secured in a Mimic? Say it ain't so. Alright. I don't need any more shots of you guys, so let's at least try. Oh! Well, you know what, never mind. Trying's for nerds. Oh! There we go. There we go, nice clear shot of Zibble. So that's all covered in case I want more shots of that. Not really anything in Shoal, though? Let's start with here. I'm pretty sure, like, Alana's right under me. If I remember correctly. She's not over here, she's behind us. There we go. There we go. Hey, Nicolino, how you been doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Yeah, it has to be somewhere down there. No, it's over here that he gets summoned, right? Where does he invade from? Alright. We done? Eventually my game will remember we can play. Eventually. Got him gesturing. So I can crop this so that way this is a good shot, so that's fine by me. Come on. Eventually, it's gonna realize. Eventually. Come on. Come on, I got my hand on here. Ah! Alright, I think we're done here. We'll check the shots after this. See if I got him. Come on! Again, I don't know what causes it to start freezing up like this. Let's see. Nope, we're still here. We're still waiting. You know what? Since we're here and it doesn't matter to me right now. There we go. So that's not gonna work. This works. I can crop both of these. Yeah, I can crop both of these. That looks good. Yeah, something like this probably works better. No. Alright. Yeah, all these shots are looking pretty good. Like I said, problem is these chains here. Like, that shot look, I think is going to be too ugly for me. This one, I think, is much more... Yeah, I think the composition of this shot's just a lot better overall. I can even get away with the 2D chains here if I really want to. But again, I think something like this with only one chain would probably be best. Useless. Maybe. I don't know what that aura thing he gains is. I guess it's part of the animation. I don't know, I kind of hate it. Yep, I think I like this. So far, we got some good shots. I won't complain about that. Baldur. We're not going to get shots of him with how we have it currently, right? Yeah, we just have the Priestess's Chamber here. Whew. So that's not going to help us. I did say I want to get shots of the homes with the stuff, so... Let's try that. Oh! Lol. Instantly killed myself. You know what? Maybe I should get the cat ring on this character. I've never bothered doing that. But you know, with how often I lose thousands of souls, maybe I should spend some of those souls before I lose them on a cat ring, you know? Like, let's be honest, this life plus 3 ring, it ain't doing that much for me. Yeah, it ain't doing that much for me. May as well prevent my nemesis falling from killing me as often, you know? Screw you, man. Oh. Especially when this is all I can do without it. Oh, fuck. No fortune for me. Alright. Hey, Tyrone, how you doing? Of course. Just found out about women. Devastated. Oh, wow. Really? Man, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you had to find out that way. I know. They exist. It's not just a world full of men. It sucks, I know. I don't know how men will ever recover. We're doomed, you know? Doomed. Woo. Oh. Well. Got a new dog today, also a second boxer to play with my other boxer. Oh yeah, boxers, okay. More of a golden guy myself. That made no sense to me. Why are you trying to shoot something through a wall when there's another guy in the other corner right next to me? Like, this game, man. Alright, let's try that again. This time I'm gonna actually turn right, though, to get him. I'm gonna die. Yeah. Woo! No shots I'm really crazy about on this area, though. Not exactly what I wanted, but it worked out. Alright. What the hell is wrong going on with you, buddy? Alrighty. Really? Yeah, these don't have any poison in it. I wanted to double check. I was like, do they or do they not? They do not. Go. Really? That causes a freeze? What the hell, man? That new PC, man. It can't come fast enough. Delayed this thing 6 months. I'm hoping it's gonna be worth it. That's the only thing I can hope for. It'll all be worth it. See, we don't see these spiders in other areas. Loki, when will you become Havel? Never, no, Bray, never. I will never become a Havel. I am a Havel Not. Firmly in the Havel Not Club. My staff might have got hit by that. There we go. I can't tell if those sounds are the enemies or just the little spider boys on the ground. Oh! No! You fool! Yeah, you know what, Xavier? When you mentioned fungus now I can see it, right? Like, all of this almost looks like it's fungi, right? You know, the way it goes from this, like little bump lumps, and then it becomes these giant stalks. What are the bugs carrying the statues? Oh, I assume you mean, why are the bugs carrying statues in the cave? My assumption is that the idea is, like, they just kind of walk around on the ground, and so, like, you know, people accidentally put the statues on top of them, like they burrow. You know, yeah. What's that that sandfish, you know? That fish that blends in with the sand and it sort of hides on the sea bottom, right? So it looks like it's just a bunch of pile of sand, but then it moves, and you're like, oh my god, no, there's a fish among it. That's my idea when I look at that, is that it's kind of like that. It's like on the ground, and then people kind of just casually put statues on, you know, on top or around it, and then it starts moving around with the statues. The name of these bally things' texture is eggs. That doesn't make sense though, no, Bray. They can't be eggs, because you don't have the spider things in the farm area, where you'd think you'd have them, and like I said, we see that they carry them around on their back, and they are the source of the corrosive acid. At the very least, I don't think they can just be eggs. No, I mean, what are the bugs? I don't remember what they look like. Oh, you mean the whole bugs? The one that, the Cave of the Dead one? Because there's one of those long centipede-like whole bug worm things. Is that what you're talking about, or are you talking about, like, the stuff here? Because we also have the, there's also in Black Gulch, there's the, oh god, they're not called tar bugs, are they? I don't think so. I think they're called, like, black eaters or something like that. Because they eat, like, the tar stuff in it. They're like little worm things. The bug under the statues? Wait, are you talking about the thing that was here then, Xavier? Just so I'm clear. Because that wasn't a bug, that's like a little animal thing. Let me get, did I take a shot of it? Let's see. Yeah, I did not. Okay, I need to take one then. I'll try to take a shot in the Cave of the Dead, because that's not... I don't want all the poison on him. I want to look at one that looks, like, clear. I just remember moving massive statues. No, it's like this little reptile thing that's kind of flat, like a... Again, I don't know if it's called a sunfish or a sandfish or what, but it's one of those types of animals. I think that's the idea. Oh. Speaking of ideas, I have a very, very bad one here. Loki's truly in his DS2 Prime. Listen, I've got a lot. I'm tired. I'm tired after a lot of thinking today. Doesn't matter anyway, don't worry. No, I want to get a shot of it anyway, so I can show you when we get to it. So yeah, that sound is the actual acid bug. That's crazy though, Nobre. They call them eggs internally, but it doesn't really... I guess it could make sense that they're also... No, that looks ugly. The ceiling stuff looks more like an egg sac. They have the web things. That's for sure. Getting these guys to despawn is gonna feel nice. Yeah, but see, it's a little reptile guy. And I assume that the flat surface thing is to help him blend in with rocks and stuff. That would mean the yolk or whatever is acidic and they're using their eggs as self-defense weapons, which is weird, and don't have any acid power themselves. Yeah, that's what's really sort of bugging me. Is that the idea of them being eggs would be really bizarre how that would work. It makes much more sense with the idea you brought forward with the fungi, especially with how they cultivate them. Now, I could believe the eggs are part of it, because we also have the horn bugs, right? And we see in the gutter how the horn bugs have like these like bug nest, like there's the bug nest vases, and they look like hollows. So you can imagine like all the larvae or whatever inside the acidic container, and like maybe it's used there to like the acid has helped to cultivate the not to cultivate but to raise them, so that way they can grow up to know how to. When they, change, they'll have some acid in them to expel as part of their life cycle. Or, like, I could see something like that. Or them producing the acid as larvae. But, like, I don't know, how's supposed to work with the acid bugs, then, if that's supposed to also be, like, their actual eggs, right? Again, it could just be an internal thing. It looks like an egg, so they just call it eggs because they have it around on their butts or whatever. Maybe they infected the fungus with their eggs, like some wasps do with fruit. Again, that's possible. That's something I was suggesting, right? Like, it's part of it, but, like, it's not the whole thing. Oh my god. Anything to get rid of you. actually found the stock image this was based on a Mayan, I think it's Chichen Itza has it. Or at least some Mayan temple. We're so close. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's even better. Forcing that angle like that. Are them a bug variation of a spider or arachnid species? I don't know. They only have 6 legs, but I don't remember if there are 6 legs or 8 legs on the spiders in Zeldora. Ah. Also, they have, like, these bejeweled things on their legs and stuff, right? You can see, it's like there's a blue and, like, a green and a red, and, like... I find that kind of interesting about them. Would the web give away them kind of being a spider? You would think, but I'm not familiar enough with bugs to know if there's non-arachnids who produce web, right? At the very least, it's likely the reason why Sharon, or whatever her name is, uses the Freya spider silk rapier weapon, right? Because the idea is, like, she takes it from the web of these things, not from, you know, a Freya spider. Oh. It's that easy. Wow, I'm surprised I actually did enough damage, you know? Oh god, I'm gonna replace this image so many times. There we go. One empty house, I know, it's DS2. What are you gonna do, right? Like, it is what it is. Oh, fucking hell, man! Of course, I'm just out of range. God, I hate this game. It pulls bullshit like this, and it's just like, what the fuck, man? Granted, it's old civilization that was pillaged by gutter people. Maybe was pillaged by gutter people. Again, I would appreciate it more if we had more evidence of this place being pillaged, because it looks like instead it just became a nest for bugs. And it doesn't look like they were destroying the furniture or anything to make their nest. Bless me. At least I'm not coughing, Chad. I'm very happy about that. It was really a weird thing that was happening to me earlier today. I guess we're supposed to just go down, but I know there's going to be enemies down there, so that's going to be a pain. I guess we just gotta live with it. What? Oh, that annoys me so much. The whole going through walls shit, that really ticks me off. Whatever. Oh, no, that was just dumb. That was dumb of me. I didn't even realize these guys had swords. Oh. Oh, God. Imagine Night Rain, we get night fog walls and they make sense lore-wise. Fog walls making sense lore-wise, post-Demon Souls? Yeah, that'll never happen. Though honestly, I don't know why you would even have fog walls in Night Rain with how they've set it up. I guess maybe if there's like a big raid boss, like in the final Night Lord arena, maybe? I don't know. It kind of seems like a relic of another time, you know? Oh, no. Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck. Ah, frick. Like, holy hell, what's the range on you guys? Clearly too short. No wonder we use good old affinity instead most of the time. I was like, we're getting close to the hole, right? Alright, get over here. Get over here, buddy. I have plans for you. Alright. Whew! Oh! That looks good. I like it. I like it. Yeah, we're good. Perfect. Ah! I mean, you got me down here, so I can't complain. I think the loading thing showed up. Damn. There we go. There we go. Old growth. Oh. Whoops. I thought that was gonna start open a platform up here, but no, I was sorely mistaken. Bug. Damn, that looked really good for a second. There we go. I think I have options now on how I want to cut that. There we go. They look like some kind of spider fly. Look at their face and wings. Yeah, for sure. They got like a bunch of different creatures mixed together, you know? They got like these wings that are on like their necks, but they got like these giant butt things. You know, the thoraxes have all these, you know, quote unquote, like egg, fungal, corrosive sac stuff. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these shots I took, so. You still somehow don't see me. I'll take that. There we go. Oh, there's another one up there, too. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, but it is nice to see, like, some of the cityscape in the background of these eggs. I think I would probably crop this a bit more, but I think it's good. Like I said, I want to expand on these guys in Shulva. I want to move these to, like, a beginning section. I want to do the same thing with the reptilian boys. I don't know where we're supposed to go from here, though. Really? Oh, of course. Put that thing back up! Wish Shulva capital was bigger. Yeah, it doesn't really feel like much of a big city, does it? It feels so weird we're going through these things and not getting poisoned, I will have you know. Only that section has the light crystals, actually. Oh. Alka's the excuse of it being a sinking capital, Ven such Olafis, we practically explore everything, and Dragon Lake has no excuse at all, lol. Yeah, well, the thing with Olafis slash Ven is that the argument would be that we only explore, like, the capital castle. Anything beyond that is an unknown variable, right? Same with a lot in Alkin, you know, the Iron Keep is just a castle, and like you said, it's sunken, so who knows what else was there, potentially with it before, that might have also sunk since, right? So there's always excuses. The real answer, though, is that Dark Souls 2's world building just didn't get that far, right? It's like, how is Lothric surviving when it has one bridge out of the city, and no farms, right? At least Dragon Lake tried to think of farms. With Seldora, there's farmers, and there's the one farmstead. Would have been nice if, like, instead of a mountain there, it was like you could see like a horizon with like more like ruined farms and stuff, and maybe stuff on fire or something, and like, you know, blocked off pathways so you couldn't go there. You could just kind of look on and be like, oh look, imagine that. All right, I think we go and buy myself the ring. That way I stop worrying about this crap. But yeah, that's the problem. It's just not cohesive with the world building. It's just... They tried their best, but, you know, they were too ambitious. Elden Ring does a lot better in this regard, even though it also has a problem of where the hell are all the farms. Oh yeah, because that's what I want to do. Be easier to detect by enemies. Oh. My favorite ring. Comparing Dark Souls' world building to Elden Rings or Demon Souls or Bloodborne's, which do you think is best? It would have to be somewhere between Demon Souls and Bloodborne, I think. Because Demon Souls kind of leaves a lot of that stuff off in the horizon for you to imagine. Instead, focus on places where it makes sense why they're designed the way they are. Like, it makes sense why Stonefang is the way it is. It makes sense why Boletaria Castle is the way it is. It makes sense why Latria, as we explore, the way it is, because a lot of it's in ruins, so you can't explore, like, the full scale of it. And obviously, the other half of the city has sunk into the, the giant blood and guts pit. It makes sense why Shrine of Storms is the way it is, but there is a problem where Shrine of Storms doesn't really explain how or why. Like, I would have liked if Shrine of Storms had a barracks area, if that makes sense, right? Like, something, or maybe some, like, offshoot islands off the coast, where you could see, like, ruined settlements or something. Something that could make me think, oh yeah, people live and fish and, do all their stuff here. In the actual shrine, it's kind of like you have the castle keep, and then there's the rest of it's all for the shrine. It's just kind of one of those things where it's like, we could have used a little more. And then the last one would be Valley of Defilement. Valley of Defilement's basically perfect, right? Like, you completely understand why that place is the way it is. Bloodborne, the same thing. I would only say the problem with Bloodborne is because it takes place in an actual city that you're supposed to live in. It's a lot more obvious when you see, like, doorways that are blocked by fences, buildings that go to nowhere, the fact that the buildings are too small for anyone to live in anyway, right? I think that one suffers in that regard, but everything else about Bloodborne's setting, in terms of like where everything is in location to each other, you know, the way people are living and all that stuff, all that's really good. And I think Dark Souls 1 falls behind them very close, but again, it has the problem with, again, you're always wondering where are people, getting all the food to, you know, if these undead are living like normal everyday folk, like where are they getting all the meals and stuff like that. You know, the houses are kind of small, there's no toilets, right, when you go through, right, like there's all those small things, whatever. But overall, I think that would be how I would order those 3 games. And then Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3 would probably be next somewhere on that list. And then Dark Souls 2 would be at the bottom. And then Elden Ring, where would I slot that one? I'd probably, like, slot it probably equal to Dark Souls 3. Maybe above Dark Souls 3, because he goes to such a greater extent with the scale to really show you it. And Irithyll kind of falls into that pitfall. Kind of the same thing when you get to Profane Capital, right? Yeah, I think that's how I'd order it. I think it'd be Demon Souls. Yeah, Demon Souls, Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Elden Ring. No, actually, no, I would put Elden Ring above Dark Souls. You know what, yeah, I'm gonna put Elden Ring above Dark Souls 1, then Dark Souls 3, then Dark Souls 2 at the bottom. Now, granted, I still think there's a lot of good in Dark Souls 2's world building, so don't get me wrong there. I think there's a lot there. The problem is, again, it always comes down to it that the closer we get to plot-relevant stuff is where, like, the world building really starts falling apart. When you get, like, far away and get really abstract with stuff, it's like, okay, I can kind of imagine and see this, right? And, you know, stuff's ruined and changed around and all that. But the closer you get to this game's plot, it always becomes this vortex of suck. We don't need anything from here. We're done with Ilium Lois, thank God. Alright, then I guess it's just gonna be Cave of the Dead. Oh, whoops. I think the reptiles for here won't be covered in poison, and I can't imagine they're just gonna cover them in, like, petrification dust or some shit, so... Oh, the same soul worth and everything, they're just a tiny bit stronger than the normal ones, just to annoy the hell out of me. Oh my god. Oh my. Yeah, those guys look better already. No, I should keep this up just in case. Nice Christmas pump for the stream title. I don't know what you're talking about, Victor. I think Dragon Lake ties in well with the other civilizations past it, like it at least recognizes them. Like I said, I think the farther you get away from it, that's where it gets stronger. And The fact that you have a layers of history, I think, is good, which is very much like Elden Ring. Plus, the summons do a good job to make the world more connected, if you know what I mean. Yeah, the problem is that it's the summons that have to do the heavy lifting, you know? It's, you know, a lot of scholar summons, especially. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my. I'm dead. Woo! I'm not dead! How the fuck am I not dead? Should be dead, somehow not. Christmas miracle. Woo! Dark Souls 2, ladies and gents. Oh. Fuck you. I don't think we're gonna worry about this corner. I don't know how my staff just phased through you there, but whatever. Beyblade, let it rip! Rip! Get ripped already. Ripped right through the ground there. Oh my. Have we run out of... Oh my god, not here. There you are. Lol, my staff is gonna break. I love that. My staff is gonna break from smashing these things so much. What are we looking at here? Anything else that... Yeah, you. Alright! We should be free. We just have to work... Oh. Wait. Wait. Huh? Where'd you come from, buddy? Where have you been? Woo. Where's this guy been this whole time? Ow. Yeah, this is definitely the... I think this one here is the better option. Oh my god. Or not? Oh. Oh, we could kill you. Just so we can reduce the risk. There we go. I was like, eventually I will hit you. Pull. Oh my. I'm actually curious what this guy's attacks are, because I'm hearing him do something when I'm nearby. Actually, not a bad shot, you know? If I wanted to highlight the petrification stuff, I can just crop this maybe a little bit, maybe even uncrop it. Interesting how they have those really red lips, still. Alright, let's kind of, like, take a chill pill for a bit, make sure I have... Yeah, okay. Oh my... I'm sorry, buddy. You're on low platform. I'd rather be on your low area and kill the people up high, so, like, you gotta die. Don't blame me. Blame your poor choices. Hey, guys, do you want to hear a, a message from the Coffin and Andy and Lily creator? I read it just last night, and it came to mind now, and I'm like, man, that was such a good message to end the year on. I would love to do a dramatic narration. Sure, yeah, we'll end the stream on that then, since we're getting close to closing things out, you know. Damn. Yeah, having this slightly lower platform to work with is super nice, chat. It looks like it has a shell. Yeah, it's like a type of turtle. It's like a, yeah, it's a type of turtle type thing. Stop moving at any point, buddy. Oh, nope. He wants to keep going. National Geographic Loki. Ah, yes. Now we are observing the natural habitat of the turtle statue. Walking around with its statues, no one knows how it attained. Watch as it progresses through its dangerous trek through the petrification forest. We have, thankfully, and most deservedly, destroyed this forest in advance so that it can safely travel through here without petrifying itself. We are very grateful for the forces at Shulva for allowing us to take our footage of this rare and immaculate creature. What do you think, guys? Think I'll pass the audition? Man, this guy doesn't stop moving as much as you'd hope he would, you know? Its shell looks soft like a leatherback sea turtle. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly think that the idea was probably create something that's long, flat, and has like a shell-like exterior, so that way it could blend in with the rocks, but it's kind of harmless. It doesn't do anything. It's just like a, you know, a passive little, I guess herbivore, but he doesn't look like he has sharp teeth, so. What? Did he just trip, chat? And now we have seen where the horrible statue turtle buckles under its own weight of the statues that it has foisted upon itself. That also pop up in Black Gulch and New Game Plus. I'll have to remember that. I assume the poison variant, right? Oh, of course you stop moving now, you asshole! He stopped moving in the background while I was away. Of course he does. Sorry, buddy. I have to go. I have to go file a complaint with the manager. Hey, asshole! Hey, you! I saw you! I saw that crap you tried to pull. No, you're not supposed to. Yeah. No. Move away. Yeah. There we go. He's like you narrating his daily life. I can't help it, it's my job. Anyway, now that we have a chance, let's look at the shots I got, see if we have any I want to keep. Oh, he tripped too. That looks good. Oh, sorry. Yes, I think I kind of like the zoom in. I think I like the zoom in more, even if it's cutting off the other one a bit. That's okay. It's blurry. Oh, it's got some of that tar stuff, I think, on the back, too. Yeah. Yeah. We could do shots of that. Shot of that. Yep. Moonlight Rune has some good shots of it in his Twitter. Ooh. I'm gonna have to take a look at that maybe then. Yeah, look at that. That's a herbivore. Oh, it gave me a frame. I didn't show the frame we actually... Ah, that sucks. Didn't show the frame it actually showed. I'm gonna see if I can get that on my stream then. That's a really good shot there. This could work. Okay, option. See, this one works still. Honestly, I think this one is probably overall the best. Little unaligned, but we can live with that. I'll be honest, I don't know if I want to crop that or not. Maybe a little, just slightly, like this. I think, though, it's almost perfect. Ah, yes, Torterra's rarely seen salad fingers evolution. Oh, that looks really good. So I assume people just glued statues on these thinking it was just ground? Yeah, that's what I think. I think what happened was they put the statues down thinking it was just ground, and then these Torterra things just started getting up and moving around. And that's the idea, right? Like, they were kind of just, like, you know, chilling. People put some statues down on them, and then later on, you know, when these guys are decided, hey, it's up time to go around and move, you know, like, maybe they have a hibernation cycle, or, like, who knows? I think that's what happened. That's okay, too. Alright, so we have tons of options with these guys, what I want to take as far as shots are concerned. So I'm happy with that. Oh. I really like that they can trip under their own weight and stuff and have to struggle to get back up. I think that's cool. Alright, time to make this endangered species extinct, chat. Because as you can see, wherever we find these guys, it's always in areas where there's lots of statues. Like, I think the other place we find them, let me look at this real quick, because I'm pretty sure I'm right. Of course. Of course. Jumping in DS2. Actually, more like jumping in Dark Souls, period. Okay, I lost a little bit there. I think it's only Shulva on Game Plus. No, but there's another place here in Shulva that I wanted to look at. If it's on New Game Plus, though, no, Bray. They only appear in Black Gulch, right? Like, in Black Gulch in New Game Plus is exactly where they appear, right? Or is it literally, like, just random spots in Gutter, period? My god. I even gave myself some space. This game, man. This is why they invented the Elden Ring jump. Now, there are a little bit of crystals here. You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna regret it, but... yeah, no. I'm instantly regretted it. They want you to jump. They just don't want you to jump and actually live. Like, what a terrible design. Like, who the hell came up with this? Me trying to see if I can get any decent shots out of this. No. Ooh! Ooh, that's really nice. I don't have the bridge thing here. Perfect. That's nice. The current shot I have is super zoomed. It's like something like this. I think it's too... That's the problem I have with these binoculars. It makes everything look a little too zoomed in for me. So I really need to, like... I need to give myself a lot of space with these things a lot of the times. God. Why? Why would you do this? Like, who thought this was a smart idea? Always a Loki stream. It's been a Loki stream the past 5 minutes. Get up here! Oh, damn. Let's just see if what I want is here. No, I can't see it, unfortunately. Yeah, this thing's blocking what I want to look at. Alright, pay attention, Loki. Don't miss your chance. Oh. That actually worked. Is that the exit to the Cave of the Dead? I forget where the actual exit to this area is. Alrighty. Oh, you got the whip in here too. There we go. We have to go over here then. I was really hoping I would never have to go back here again, but whatever, you know, it is what it is. Oh. Oh, really? Thankfully, even though it looks like he has his shield up, he doesn't. That's the one saving grace with that enemy. Yeah, see here, like, our boy appears in areas where the statues are. So wherever these statues are, you can just imagine you have these turtles that are kind of just, you know, casually sitting there acting like they're rocks, and then people are like, okay, I'm just going to drop these statues here. And they drop them, they stick to their backs, and then they start, you know, walking around with them. Yeah, that's for the Cave of the Dead for sure. And then you find more of these guys. Yeah, and then you find more of them over here, right? So it's right next to where you put it. Yeah. So they're purposefully they purposefully have these enemies show up wherever there is a gathering of a collection of statues. I have to include that in Gutter now. That's relevant. Again, who thought, ah yes, I'm going to build these things where we lift up all these platforms in a row so you can get to your Tower of Prayer upper level through here. And you just have to go hop and skip. Like, again, this is such a video gamey thing. Like, this is just, it's Dark Souls still, you know? You just kind of go, oh, it's Dark Souls still. This was a repair thing, if I recall correctly, right? Yeah. Lol, dude, laid to rest. He's like, ah, I am at peace. Shulvins love jumping for real. They had an inner Mario in them. You know, it just happens. Also, I love how this web is just kind of hanging there. Oh, something funny is a kid asked me if I was 13 or 15. Why? Because you're short, Xavier? What about Dranglake or Alkin or Lothric people are called Dranglakians, Alkins, or Lothricians? Such funny possibilities. Yeah, it's always funny to think about how you would render that type of stuff, right? And usually it's up to the localizers, because in Japanese it's very simple. You usually just put the name of the country or whatever, and then the term people in front of it, right? You know, man, human, person, right? So then it's like, you know, you are a, you know, what's the word? Like Alkin person. Obviously, in English, I think that's what Ian in terms like that mean. But like, obviously, we don't think of it that way in English. So it's just kind of funny. It's kind of funny sounding how you take fictional names and try to make them sound like, you know, actual places. I'm 5'8", but according to a decent amount of people, oh, sorry. Oh man, I've sneezed a lot this stream, haven't I? I have a youthful baby face or something because I look like a teenager. Ah, you have the DiCaprio face. I see. My condolences. It is funny though, because you're not that it's not like you're particularly short or anything, so yeah, like something like that could work. Poison. That's cool. Can't even believe me either when I answered I was 20. That's been my cousin who always has to show her ID because she's so short. Even though she's the oldest of her sisters, but her sisters are way taller than her. And she you know, she's a pretty girl too, so she looks very youthful. Whenever she was going in to get herself some alcohol. She always got asked to show her ID because everyone think that she was underage. It was the funniest thing. With me, it's hilarious because it's hilarious for me because if I ever have to go out and buy some some wine or some beer or something for someone else, and I'm buying it on their behalf because I don't drink. It's always funny where it's like if I shave, which I tend to do, I always have to show my ID. But if I don't shave, everyone's like, ah, yeah, well, he's obviously not in school. Oh, it's just so funny how that works. Yeah, think of how that works. Alright. I'm sure the voice doesn't help either. Oh, no, yeah, someone with my voice register, whenever I order pizza or something, I'm always mistaken for a woman. It's like, yes, I'd like to have a, a plain cheese pizza or whatever. All right, ma'am, would you like anything else with that? It's like, no. People say I have a young face, too. Mama's saying I practically haven't changed since I was 10 or something. Clearly, we all need to get out in the sun more. We need to get ourselves a little bit of that UV radiation. There we go, perfect. This stream is a preschool. All right, class. It's time for us to go and see what Professor Rainey's got today. Yay! All right, single file. Make sure that you're all holding on to your little rope here so you don't get lost down the hall. Oh, my. Yeah, no. Alright, I think that's everything, chat. Alright, so let's finish this off. Let's finish this off here. I wanted to share this because you know what? I thought that this was a nice way for the developer of Coffin of Andy and Lily to give her final thoughts and reflections. Alrighty. Here we go, the author commentary. The year comes to a close, making this a fitting moment to reflect back on how this game's development got started in the first place. For a few years before the Coffin of Andy and Lily, I had been dabbling in making visual novels as a hobby by entering visual novel jams. These were month-long jams with no specific goals other than to create a visual novel from start to finish. I entered maybe once a year for, 4 years? I don't remember, and you don't care. My point here is that it was enough so that I noticed a pattern. If a jam allowed additional gameplay in the visual novel, the entries utilizing it were often among the most played ones. Huh! Thought little old me, and schemed a wicked scheme. The next jam that came around, and I had time to enter, was Nareno. Nanoreno. I didn't say that right. And time had come to test my hypothesis. I only had a month, so I knew from the start that the story had to be a bottle episode, as in the whole story must be contained within one location to save time, and limit how much art I needed to make. So who were the characters? Why were they there? And why wouldn't they switch locations? The easiest answer was the classic, they're locked in and must escape, which is a story everyone and their dog has written at some point. Whatever, it's just a game jam, I thought, and carried on. Then came the characters. At first, Ashley was going to be a silent protagonist named Player. Yeah, you read that right. I wanted to toy with the idea that players tend to do the most unhinged things when allowed. So there'd be the player, and one support character whose sole purpose was to spout exposition and react to the player doing player things. Oh, the humor that would ensue. There is one small remnant of this idea still in the game. It's at the very beginning when the player wakes Andrew up. He explains something, and player responds with an emoji bubble thing, and Andrew then says, "Quit your complaining," despite the fact that Ashley hadn't really complained out loud. Now, imagine if the entire game was like this. It would have sucked so bad. I dropped the concept pretty much right away. This original concept is also why the narrator addresses you, the player, instead of being pure third-person or first-person point of view. I did enjoy this Game Master type format though, so even after making Ashley an actual character, I kept it. Since Ashley was now a character, she needed to have a story. Cue the whole childhood incident. Again, generic, but whatever, it's a game jam. This also elevated Andrew to a character status, rather than a mere exposition spouter. Great! Now I know who they were and had a story to tell other than Unhinged Room Escape, which is a game I'd still want to play as long as it isn't made by me. I drafted rather lengthy character sheets for the duo, as the more I wrote, the more they revealed themselves to be curious little jerks, with a lot going on between them. The story formed almost on its own after that. I knew I couldn't go too in-depth, though, as the game jam imposed a hard time limit, so I shelved most of it thinking, well, maybe I'll tell the story later on my own time, and left a sequel bait at the end of the story to give myself an opening to get back to it one day that I assumed would never come. And also to give myself time to see if there really was even an interesting story to tell, or if this was one of those really cool ideas that emerge out of the blue, but run away as soon as you sit down to write them. If you're a fellow storyteller, you know what I'm talking about. I do. Leave an in to continue later is something I've done plenty before. I might very well get back to my other Game Jam novels one day, which is part of the reason I took them down. For now, though, there is no room for such endeavors, as The Coffin of Auntie Lily must be completed and will remain the sole priority until then. Back to my visual novels with gameplay perform better than pure visual novels hypothesis. I entered the game jam with my corny-ass bottle episode Organ Harvesting Edgelord Romp, and lo and behold, I did gain more attraction than my other gameplay-less visual novels. In fact, it gains enough momentum to leave the visual novel scene. The new influx of people turns my data useless, and the hypothesis goes out the window. So in the end, was it the gameplay that attracted people, or was it purely the oh-so-scandalous unhealthy relationship the duo has? You tell me. Somehow the game got caught in a shit-flinging contest between the self-appointed morality police and the people sick and tired of being told what kind of fiction they're allowed to read. Suddenly, life gave me two choices, much like a visual novel would. Do I take the game down to appease the people telling me to kill myself? Or do I create the story I already wanted to create and get paid for it? Boy, oh boy, what a dilemma. I contemplated it for all of 2 nanoseconds. I dug out all the stuff I had shelved, and soon had the draft of the full story all ready to go. I went over a few times, deemed it to be a lot of fun, and begun production of the full game. Episode 2 released on Steam in October 2023, and The Coffin of Auntie and Lily wreaked havoc across social media. I thought this was a shitstorm before. And here we are now. I want to thank you, my dear audience, for all your support. And I also want to thank the people who tirelessly pissed and moaned about some crappy indie game for months and months and months, helping it gain popularity beyond my comprehension. I would have never, ever gotten this far if it wasn't for you. The kinder thanks goes to the audience, though, obviously. Thank you for weathering the storm with me. I hope you like the terrible little story you've helped to subsist. The development continues unchanged. I can't wait to show you the next episode. It's just awful. I really like it. Hope you will too. Have a wonderful end to the year. The author of The Coffin of Auntie and Lily, your least favorite person. Well, I thought that was absolutely delightful. Good on her. I wasn't around for much of that, but honestly, I would have to say she made a wonderful, wonderful little horror title for an RPG Maker game. And I'm so looking forward to the next chapter release. I think it's going to be 3 and 4 together or something, so I can't wait. Oh yeah, I read that a bit ago. Xavier! Still, for everyone else, I hope you guys got to enjoy that if you enjoyed my Confident Indie and Lily stream. Or if you haven't seen it yet, you go check out the playlist. It's just such a good game. Nemli deserves all the love that there is. But I'm looking forward to actually seeing this game when it actually comes out in full. Because, granted, it's only going to be one route, but, like, you know, it's still going to be like, okay, one part of the story is going to be there from beginning to end. And I'm looking forward to seeing the conclusion. And then we get to wait to see what the alternate route would look like. Anyhow, I got all the shots that I wanted. I am very, very, very happy with what we got, considering that my plans to get Rachel were completely ruined, and I had no idea what we were going to do next. But hey, you know what? Ideas, and now I have more stuff to talk about for Shoulder when we do another update round, so we can get that thing up and going. So, yeah, see you guys then. Later.